Getting into Portuguese, it wasn't really something that I thought I was going to do. One of my close mentors, Dr. Urquhart in Lyman Briggs, he studied Spanish and he did a lot of works in the tropics. And that made me think that I want to do work in the tropics too. And I found out that Michigan State has a Portuguese program here, and the Portuguese program is intensive for the first year. So for the first year, I'm taking 5 credits each semester, and it's really fast paced, but I learn a lot in that first year. And then after that first year, I decided that I really like Portuguese and I really want to research the tropics, and Brazil has a ton of biodiversity, a ton of different biomes. And I decided that it would be best to be able to speak the language of the people that live in the place I want to research. I got the critical language scholarship with the State Department, and that was over the summer of 2024. And I stayed there in Rio for 2 months. And it was mostly about like cross-cultural engagement, to learn more about Brazilian culture and Portuguese, and for Brazilians to learn about American culture from Americans. And then right now I'm a FLAS fellow, and it's basically a scholarship. They pay me tuition and help me with tuition, and I take a cultural class related to Latin America, and then I take a language class, so I take Portuguese. And so I think that by knowing the language, I'll be able to communicate more with people locally and take into account, is my research coming into conflict with the lives of people? Like, do I need to take a step back? And I can also communicate with people at universities in Brazil, which is very important because there's a ton of academics that are studying like the Amazon, the Caatinga biome, all these places in Brazil. I'm really interested in conservation biology and how to best conserve land that's been damaged by humans, and how to conserve it best for humanity in the future. Because conservation biology isn't about preserving land that has been untouched. It's about how best to move forward with these ecosystems that have already seen human degradation. So I want to go to graduate school, probably ending up in a PhD program in conservation biology and environmental sciences. Showing that I've taken the initiative over the last few years to learn a language and to want to use that language in my day-to-day life doing research has given me an edge over other applicants.